After 7 years of wait, we finally got Pitchers Season 2. This time it got released on Z5 app instead of TVF Play. You can actually see both the seasons on Z5 now. If there is anybody who hasn't seen TVF Pitchers, please go watch it now. It's an amazing series. There are a lot of differences between season 1 and season 2, and the creators of this show has really done a good job. All the characters have matured in their corporate status as compared to season 1. They got a knack of the startup world and knows in and out of their respective roles. In my opinion, making season 2 same as season 1, matching its tone and vibe, would have been a waste. The creators have shown good progress of all the characters in their professional and personal life, which is very good writing in my opinion. I don't think people would like to see season 2 same as season 1. We need to see the growth. We need to see where that company is now. Have they or have they not made it big? Season 2 answers all these questions. In season 2, we saw that the company which the four main characters of season 1 were trying to build is named Pragati, and they have already received first round of investments from the market. Most of the characters are retained from season 1, as well as we saw a lot of new faces in season 2, such as Ashish Vidyarthi playing Casey, a multi-millionaire running offline stores in Maharashtra. Sikandar Kher playing Prabhas Mehta, Pragati's competitor. Riddhi Dogra playing Prachi, an investor in Pragati. Ranjini Chakravarti playing Appu, an employee in Pragati, among others. The team of four has grown to 24, but one of the main characters is missing, our favorite Jitu. Naveen, Mandal, and Yogi, they are all taking their jobs seriously and they're thirsty to grow. They are ready to partner with existing players in the market. They are trying their luck to raise more money from the market as well as move to a bigger office space. The money which they had so far is getting over. Hence, one of the biggest goals for Pragati in season 2 is to raise next round of investments. And while doing so, they face a tough challenge from one of their competitors. Though they have reached a high spot in corporate world, but now they have to face new challenges which are in front of them, which they have to tackle using their willpower, smartness, and experience. Rushing things and becoming very hungry lead to mishaps, and the same happens with Naveen in this season. They prepare better pitches for investors. However, company figures do not look good and they keep on facing failures. With multiple rejection, Naveen decides to take one of the toughest decisions to pivot. They decide to change the product Pragati and launch Pragati 2.0 to sustain in the market. Things are never easy in real life, and we see the same thing in this season. With more hurdles waiting for Pragati, half of the team decides to quit under pressure. Naveen, Mandal, and Yogi, they show a lot of patience and perseverance and convinces them to stay. Friends, you might have seen this yourself or heard that if something is working for someone at some point of time, doesn't mean that the same thing will work for others as well. Same happens with Naveen. Some unwise advice from a senior makes Naveen take a wrong decision. He ends up rejecting investment from an old investor who is ready to offer money. He also part ways with Pragati's co-founders. Amidst all this, he receives an offer from another big player in the market about Pragati's acquisition. He decides to discuss this with other co-founders, and together they decide that it's better to sell Pragati at this moment. This was the lowest moment in this season. However, something very emotional, heartwarming, and eye-opening incident happens in their life. Naveen realizes his mistake and he opens up and speaks that he doesn't want to sell Pragati to its competitor. I loved this decision made by the creators of this show, and somehow I knew that selling Pragati won't be the last resort. I believe that this is where the magic shall happen, and it does happen. You have to wait till the last few scenes of season 2 to see the magic unfold, and it was an exemplary moment. With no new money coming in, they decide to close Pragati's existing office and they ask all the employees to look for a job elsewhere. This is the moment when we see the actual magic happening. There is a lot of suspense in this season and some politics along with ever-changing face of Indian startup market which doesn't stop disrupting the existing picture. With Naveen and team waiting for big surprises, none actually come through. All they could do is not give up, and it really pays off. And mind it pays off really, really well. Last but not the least, I wanted to talk about a very crucial character retained from season 1. Naveen and team wanted to hire a CTO in place of Jitu, and with a shocking twist of tales, Dungeon Master aka Chintu gets hired. I hated his character in season 1 and I never expected him to be in season 2. He is still that same annoying Chintu with his old tactics transformed into high level tactics. Watch the show and decide what you think of this character for yourself. Overall, it's a very engaging season. It has 5 episodes, out of which 4 episodes are almost 1 hour long, and the finale is 1 hour 16 minutes long. It has suspense, politics, comedy, emotions, and feel happy vibe. Do watch it, friends. I love the thinking of the creators. The office where currently the team is shown working gives startup vibes without fail. It looks unorganized, but they still get the work done. That's very thoughtful of the creators. If I would be running a startup, my office would look the same. The bigger office where Naveen is planning to move his company to has a view of the city and the sea. Again, I would do the same if I would be moving my company to a bigger office space. If you like this review, please mention it in the comments. If you have any feedback for me, please do write it as well. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Cheers.